In a world drowning in constant noise, where everyone competes for the most intense emotional reaction, there is a common confusion between volume and power. The prevailing assumption is that the one who controls is the one who shouts the loudest, the one who dominates visible external outcomes. Yet, when one looks deeply into the history of philosophy, especially the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, a profoundly different and transformative truth is revealed. Those who possess the deepest and most unshakable power do not need to shout. They remain calm, dwell in silence, and cultivate an inner awareness so solid that they become absolutely immovable before external storms. There is simply no way to manipulate someone who observes everything, yet deliberately chooses not to react to anything. This is the true essence of proesis, the absolute power to choose one's own attitude, perception, and, most crucially, the response to every external event. As ancient Stoic philosophy taught, it is not events themselves that disturb people, but their interpretations of them. The central goal of any manipulator is to hijack that ability to choose, to drag the other into an emotional battle already designed for their defeat. Understanding this is the first step toward inner freedom. This video explores in depth 7 habits, true mental fortifications, that emotionally resilient individuals build to fiercely protect their inner sanctuary. They are shields of serene power that make one impossible to control, impossible to deceive, and impossible to manipulate emotionally. Before we begin, please leave your like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us a lot and costs you nothing. Let's begin. Habit 1. Strategic silence. The manipulator needs the target to talk, to overshare, to express themselves in moments of agitation. That's the only way to study weaknesses precisely and identify emotional pressure points. Manipulators listen only to analyze. Emotionally strong people do the exact opposite. They observe. Listening, in this context, is not a passive act. It's the posture of a strategist. It grants crucial space to process information without wasting the precious currency of an immediate reaction. In Stoicism, this habit is deeply tied to mastering language and conquering the ego. Every word spoken is a potential doorway into one's inner state. Those who cannot be manipulated understand that unnecessary speech is both a waste of energy and a risk to informational security. Their silence is not empty, it's full of attention, full of analysis. Resisting the urge to prove something or to seek external approval is a sign of strength. The truly powerful listen to learn. They listen to decode the truth behind others' words. There is a valuable practice called 3-level listening. Level 1, the words, the surface content, the simplest layer. Level 2, the tone, the underlying emotion, uncertainty or defensiveness. Level 3, the intention, what the speaker truly wants you to do or feel. When someone listens at the 3rd level, the level of intention, the entire manipulative strategy reveals itself completely before any engagement even begins, and then it becomes clear. There's no need to respond. Habit 2. They don't over-explain themselves. The weak overshare compulsively, begging for external sympathy or seeking validation from the crowd. The strong, on the other hand, understand a cold and hard truth. Once someone has decided to misinterpret, they will employ every effort to keep doing so. Explaining oneself is a costly and useless act that instantly diminishes the value of inner peace. This habit is the living embodiment of self-annihilation. Stoicism teaches that true judgment and worth reside only in virtue and action, never, absolutely never, in the fleeting opinions of others. Each time you step into the defensive arena and start explaining, you place your intrinsic worth under someone else's petty examination. You actively transfer your internal power of judgment to others. Instead of defending or justifying their actions, powerful people let their actions and serenity speak for them. If one acted rightly, guided by reason and conscience, one owes no explanation to anyone for their peace. A valuable daily exercise: the next time you feel an urgent compulsion to explain a personal choice, a new boundary, or a change of habit, stop. Ask a single piercing question. Who does this explanation serve? Will it change the other person's core behavior, or will it simply ease my own need to be forgiven? If the answer is no, the wise choice is silence and the preservation of peace. Habit 3. They stay calm when provoked. The manipulator feeds their entire strategy on the emotional reactions of others: anger, fear, guilt, or defensive frenzy. Reaction is the oxygen to manipulation's flame. The moment that reaction is withheld, the entire strategy suffocates. Calmness is not weakness, it is the impenetrable steel shield of character. This habit is directly connected to a fundamental Stoic concept: the dichotomy of control. Internal control means recognizing that you cannot prevent others from trying to provoke you, but you can control 100% of your response. Serenity is the ultimate act of self-sovereignty. Correction cycle is essential. Manipulators expect a predictable sequence: accusation, defensive reaction, concession. Introducing silence or unwavering calm creates a cognitive gap, a rational rupture that makes the manipulator lose control and their prepared script. A valuable Stoic practice is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Before entering a difficult situation, ask, what's the worst thing they could say, and how will my rational mind respond when it happens? By rehearsing the grounded response before emotion can invade, half the battle is already won. Habit 4. They choose people. They don't chase them. The emotionally strong never beg for attention, compete for recognition, or try to prove their worth through others' presence. They understand an immutable law of self-respect. The right people, those aligned with your deepest values and virtues, will naturally stay. The wrong ones will naturally leave. Both outcomes are accepted with complete serenity. Stoic philosophy often emphasized protecting the soul from the contamination of harmful people. This habit is fundamentally about safeguarding virtue. Time is finite. Stoicism calls this memento mori, the remembrance of death. Once someone truly internalizes that their time on earth is limited, they stop wasting it, chasing those who disrespect or undermine their spirit. Choosing people, in the deepest sense, is an act of honoring your own life and time. It's a shift from chasing to attracting. Chasing is the act of scarcity. Choosing is the act of abundance and self-possession. When you operate from high standards and genuine self-respect, you naturally attract others vibrating on the same frequency. Evaluate your relationships through this critical lens. How many interactions energize and uplift you, offering encouragement, learning, and peace? How many drain you, bringing criticism, drama, and manipulation? The strong always ensure that the balance leans decisively toward their inner sanctuary. Habit 5. They observe consistency, not words. The manipulator is a master at using the word sorry as a tool to instantly reset toxic behavior. They apologize only to buy permission to repeat the same offense, without accepting real responsibility. The powerful soul does not trust mere words. It observes patterns. It judges the deep consistency of long-term action, not hollow, fleeting promises. This habit is the application of logos, pure reason and healthy skepticism, to relationships. There is a crucial difference between genuine remorse and manipulative apology. True remorse comes with specific, demonstrable change, radical responsibility, and long-term commitment. Manipulation comes with excuses, partial blame shifting, and systematic repetition of the offense. The rule of 3 is simple. If harmful behavior repeats a third time after warnings and promises of correction, it is no longer a mistake. It's a pattern, a deliberate choice. Stoic philosophy understands that human character is revealed through repeated actions. Emotion, the desperate desire to forgive or hope, must never obscure the objective truth proven by behavior. Be a scientist in your relationships. Collect data on consistency. Habit 6. They protect their energy as precious a cunnery. This habit demands unwavering attention. It is the absolute key to protecting the inner citadel. Emotionally resilient people fundamentally understand that peace is expensive. It's not a free gift or a default setting. It is the highest value asset one possesses. Therefore, they manage their energy as a cautious investor manages volatile currency. Energy here is not just physical stamina, it's cognitive energy, the ability to focus, make rational decisions, and maintain unshakable calm. There is an emotional tax. Every heavy conversation, unnecessary explanation, or battle to enforce a boundary is a withdrawal from your energy capital. When that capital runs dry, you become volatile, easily provoked, and highly vulnerable to manipulation. The power of a guilt-free no is supreme. Saying no is the ultimate act of energetic defense. The strong feel no need to justify self-protection. Any excuse or defense attached to a no instantly devalues the boundary set. A valuable 3-step framework for energetic defense. Audit. Conduct a rigorous energy audit. Identify invisible costs. List 3 people or situations that darken your soul the most. Measure the cost. How many hours does it take to restore peace afterward? Set boundaries without explanation. Use short, powerful responses. I can't participate in this conversation. That's not where I choose to invest my time. My answer is no. Then silence. Practice strategic withdrawal. Leave the conversation the moment it feels heavy. You don't need anyone's permission to protect your most precious asset. Walking away is the ultimate act of control. Stoicism is the art of selective engagement. Cognitive energy is the most valuable resource for achieving virtue. It must be fiercely protected. Habit 7. They let silence destroy everything. Manipulation cannot happen in a vacuum. It requires a partner, a source of fuel, a reaction. Manipulation ends the exact moment you stop responding, when you stop providing raw material. Distance, not confrontation, reveals truth faster than any argument ever could. Confrontation is often a script the manipulator has already prepared. Distance, however, is the strategic withdrawal of a powerful mind. Silence here is not the permanent rejection of communication. It is an intentional pause, a moment of rational self-preservation. Absence forces the manipulator to face their own actions. When there's no target left to attack, only the emptiness of their choices remains. You never need to announce that you've changed or grown stronger. The silence and distance themselves make others feel that transformation. That is the most powerful testimony of self-mastery. A final piece of advice: instead of drafting a long, emotionally charged message explaining your anger, send a short, factual one, if necessary, and then walk away. Let silence carry the full weight of your choice. Power is not in how you react. Power is in what you choose not to respond to. Here is the convergence of the 7 habits. This journey has traversed 7 habits, 7 mental fortresses, from the silent discipline of strategic listening to the absolute resolution of guarding energy as sacred currency, and finally allowing silence to speak the ultimate, undeniable truth. It all converges into one unbreakable Stoic principle. Power is complete mastery of oneself. No one's permission is needed to become unmanipulable. Only your own permission is required to focus relentlessly on personal progress. That moral faculty, coheresis, the ability to choose perception and dictate response, is the key. By forging these habits, you are not merely setting boundaries. You are building an impenetrable fortress. You are becoming someone who cannot be controlled, because you have mastered what manipulators fear most: yourself. Scientific philosophy has always taught that true freedom lies not in controlling external circumstances, but in absolute mastery of internal reactions. These 7 habits are not superficial self-help techniques. They are profound practices of inner transformation that, once internalized, completely reframe your relationship with the external world. Each habit is an added layer of armor for the soul. Strategic silence guards against information extraction. The refusal to over-explain preserves vital energy. Calmness amid provocation disarms the manipulator. Conscious choice of relationships keeps the inner environment healthy. Observing patterns instead of words protects against empty promises. Guarding energy as a finite resource ensures the sustainability of inner peace. And finally, silence, the ultimate weapon, ends any manipulative cycle before it begins. When deeply integrated into character, these practices transform one's entire experience of life. It's no longer about reacting to the world, but consciously responding to it. It's no longer about being controlled by circumstances, but maintaining inner sovereignty despite them. The person who embodies these 7 habits becomes like a mountain, unshakable before storms, silent in strength and commanding in presence. They don't need to shout to be heard. They don't need to fight to be respected. They simply exist, in full integrity and tranquil power. That is the true meaning of emotional strength within the Stoic context. It's not the absence of emotion, but complete mastery over it. It's not the inability to feel, but the conscious ability to choose how to respond to what is felt. It's the recognition that while the external world cannot be controlled, the inner world always remains under full command. The journey to embody these habits is neither quick nor easy. It requires constant practice, ongoing vigilance, and unwavering commitment to personal growth. But every step in that direction is a step toward true freedom. The freedom to be who you choose to be, regardless of external attempts at manipulation or control. In the end, silence becomes the most formidable force. Not the silence of fear or submission, but the silence of conscious choice, deep inner peace, and unshakable power. It is the silence of someone who needs to prove nothing to anyone, because they have already proven everything to themselves. That is the essence of Stoic self-mastery, being so firmly rooted in your own center that no external force can move you, being so deeply aligned with your values and virtues that no manipulation can confuse you, being so completely sovereign over your mind that no provocation can disturb you. If you've watched until this point, please comment "Armored Wisdom" so we'll know you made it here. And I'd love to hear your view. In your opinion, what could be the 8th tactic? I'll be waiting for your answer. See you soon.